Welcome back to the River City Hardball Podcast. We're presented by DBAT Jacksonville. I'm your host, Andrew Gibson, and it's always a pleasure to welcome in a couple of guys from the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. And tonight, we've got Coach Mark Hernandez and also Jacob Guthrie, a center fielder for the Sharks. Guys, thanks so much for your time tonight. Coach Hernandez, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just got back from a good practice at the DBAT facility. Just got in some extra work today on the off day and looking forward to tomorrow's game.
Jacob, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I'm great. Like Coach said, just got done getting in some extra work at the facility, so looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Coach, what's your experience like over at DBAT? Those are great friends of ours with the podcast. What's it been like over there at DBAT?
It's been fantastic, honestly. It's like they've been facilitating whatever we needed over there on any given day. So it's really presenting us a great opportunity to get a lot of reps in and get in some quality hack attack reps. It doesn't matter if it's for over an hour, 2 hours. They let us go. They really supply us a great service and facility for us to get better and develop in this league, because this is a developmental league. And, you know, for the coaches that take great pride in that, the DBAT facility is just absolutely outstanding. And honestly, the players.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
No, the players get the best service possible, because they have everything you need, like from short bats to tees to extra balls, and the hack attack is really fun for them.
And Jacob, we're going to get to the league here in a second, but going off of what Coach was talking about, what's your experience been like over at DBAT?
Oh, it's been great. Having a facility like that you can go to pretty much any time during the day and get your work in. Anything you need, they have it pretty much. It's been great. It's been great. Loved it.
Jacob, you're from Santa Fe. You were originally just not outside of Gainesville, not too far away. Tell us a little bit about your baseball background, Jacob.
Well, I've been playing ball for as long as I can remember. Grew up in a family that has been around the game. My grandpa coached for probably 40 years. Dad coached. My uncle played professional ball for the Braves. Got to spend some time with Chipper. My cousin just got done at JU. Had a great season there. So it's really been it's a family of baseball, and I've been doing it for a while.
Who's your cousin that was at JU?
Chase Malloy.
Oh, okay. I thought when I saw Trenton, Florida, I knew Chase was from there. So that's cool.
Yes,
Chase has been the shortstop at JU for the last several years. Good stuff. Coach Hernandez, you're from Middle Georgia State. You coach there. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I just completed my 4th year and my 3rd season at Middle Georgia State. I honestly have enjoyed that experience in the NAI quite a bit. It's been everything that I needed to propel my coaching career. I worked for literally the best skip I could ever have in Paul Knight. He's really facilitated a winning culture and a winning mindset every day, and he's taught me so much in my years there that I'm very grateful to have joined such a prestigious and winning program like Middle Georgia State. And it's been a great experience for me so far, and very thankful for them and everything that we've accomplished since I've been there.
Middle Georgia State is in Cochran, Georgia, about centrally located in the state of Georgia. So that's where you can find them. Coach, tell us about how did you find out about the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League, and tell me about the first 2 weeks of the league so far for you.
Yeah, well, about 2 years ago, I was on the recruiting trail at St. John's River State College, and I was, just doing my homework and going to a JUCO event that they held for the Central Florida teams, and so happened to run into Chris Lane, and that was a really pleasurable conversation. And just so happened to be that my closer was from Jacksonville, Caleb Leno. He played in the league 2 years ago, so 3 summers ago. And he was actually, he had a great year. He got a lot of important reps for himself. And when I told Chris that I was from Middle Georgia, he's like, wow, you coach Caleb. And we got to talking. And that's really how I found out about this league, is because I met Chris in person and just so happened that my closer pitched in this league.
Very cool. Those connections all happen a lot, maybe more than people realize. That's good stuff. Jacob, what about you, man? Tell us about your connection to the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. How did you find out about it?
Well, so it was towards the end of the season at Santa Fe, looking for a place to play over the summer. Talked to a couple of my friends, a couple of hitting coaches and stuff. And one of the guys, Trip Davis, that played in the league last year, talked to him. He said it was a great league, had a lot of fun. So I talked to my hitting coach, Alex Jones, about it, and he said, yeah, probably a good league. Definitely need to get more at bats. So I looked into it, and it's pretty much how it happened.
Jacob, you're playing in center field for the Sharks. What have the last 2 weeks been like?
It's been a lot of fun being around the guys, talking to them, having a good time. You're just kind of listening to everybody and getting a feel for how they go about their business on the field. It's been a lot of fun.
And Jacob, for you being, from outside of Gainesville, you've probably been to Jacksonville before. I mean, what's your experience in Jacksonville been like so far?
It's been great. Went to the beach a couple times, hopping around fishing and stuff. Just kind of the basic usual stuff.
Coach Hernandez, what about you? I mean, the first 2 weeks for you guys, tell us a little bit about your squad. Tell us about your team.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks have been great. This is my first managerial experience, so it's honestly I'm getting reps myself, and it's been a blast for me to be able to construct a lineup and kind of get to know the players each game and find out who they are, how they go about everything, and they honestly have been fantastic. They've been extremely receptive to the coaching that I provide, and they're very coachable. Because this is a developmental league, they're all hungry for reps. They're all hungry to get better, and honestly, they really commit to it, and they come and play the game of baseball with a passion and a true care for the game. Like they really do take care of themselves and come out with the same mindset every day.
Coach, I was at the organizational meeting over there at Atlantic Coast when everything got together a couple Thursdays ago. And tell me if I'm correct on this. Isn't there a pitch clock in the CCBL? Yeah. Tell us how have you adjusted to that?
Well, I mean, at Middle Georgia, I definitely was. I had to adjust this year in 2023 with the pitch clock, and in the league, they do a great job of managing the clock, and the kids keep a high tempo. They were vetted very well by the head of umpire, and they got a very good breakdown of the rules. So it's been smooth sailing. The games are very efficient in the sense that there's not too slow of a tempo at any point. They've done a great job in regulating that, and honestly, prior to the season starting, they vetted it fantastically on the administrative side from the commissioner down to the head of umpires, and the kids are very aware, and it's adjusting very good. It's been a good tempo to every inning, and it's been a great process for the kids to get more reps with this new pitch clock.
Remind me again, what is it? 20 seconds, or what is the pitch clock?
So it's 20 seconds in between pitch. Once the pitcher gets the ball back from the catcher, the clock starts. Kids have been getting on the mound, taking care of business of maybe not walking too far around the mound in between pitches. They get the ball, get back on the plate. The hitters are ready to hit. The time between the innings is efficient. The umpires have been on top of it, and it's been a good process for the kids to keep learning how to adjust to it and to use it to their advantage. Base running wise, the kids are definitely taking advantage of it. Once the pitcher picks off, they can't necessarily step off once the pitcher steps off, they can't do it again. So they know they have to pick or go to home. And there's been a lot of running. Once Jacob gets on base, he's definitely causing havoc out there, and he's taking advantage of the pitch clock himself, as well as other players in the league.
Yeah, Jacob, building off of that, I mean, what's your adjustment period been like with the pitch clock? What do you think about it?
It definitely adds a little bit of an extra element, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I like the pace of play, speeds it up, makes it a little bit more competitive, more fun. Maybe not hitting wise, getting sped up by the pitcher necessarily, but I think it's good, and it keeps the pace of play good. So I'm not against it.
Well, it's a good point because so much of hitting is timing, and the pitch clock can definitely throw off your timing a little bit. Talk about that.
It's just kind of if for me, sometimes I like to get in a routine. Take a pitch, get out of the box. Clear your head. Take a couple deep breaths, and I think some umpires they're a little bit more lenient on things like that. But sometimes you might get one that is a little bit more strict, and you won't have all the time in the world necessarily to get your head back before you get back in the box.
Well, I know if you want to play pro ball, you better get used to the pitch clock because that's not going away. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I think in the pro ball, in major leagues, minor leagues, it's been universally accepted as going pretty well. I would think. I haven't seen too many problems that anybody's had. Of course, in the early going, you're going to have a few kinks in that, but I think for the most part, it's been pretty well received. A few more minutes here with you guys. Coach Hernandez, what's on the schedule for this week and this weekend? Tell us about the Sharks and where you guys are headed.
All right. The Sharks just finished practice today on the off day. We will play against the Turtles tomorrow at 2:00 at Atlantic Coast High School. It's fantastic that the league uses Game Changer Video to record all the games, and we're looking to go ahead and jump out early. Play the game fast, play the game with a lot of passion. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow, and then we go back to the DBAT facility on Friday at 12 for some more offensive work. Then we close out the week with a Saturday game versus the Stingrays, and then we will repeat the process next week. We got
Very
Sunday
good.
off.
Yeah, no, that's good. You have a day off in between. Maybe go to the beach or something if it's good weather. Maybe check him out on a Sunday. Jacob, where are you slotted in this order with Coach Hernandez? Where has he got you batting right now?
He's got me in the 4-hole right now. So,
all right, the cleanup man.
He thinks I got a little pop. So,
have you hit any out yet so far in the first 2 weeks?
Just one.
He's leading the league. One.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me about the home run. Let's hear about it.
It was a 2-2 count. Got a changeup that just kind of stayed over the plate. I got my hands there and snuck it out.
Yeah,
what did you see from the home run? Tell us, Coach.
It was honestly like he was due for it. He had been taking great at bats all week, and that last game he had hit like 3 balls hard, and then he didn't get anything to show for it, unfortunately. But then he got a hanging changeup, kept his nose down, had a great backspin down the line, kept it fair, enjoyed the trot. It was something that I knew was coming. It was something that I wasn't surprised by whatsoever. And I expected it to happen a few more times. It's probably going to happen quite a bit. So we keep working. Jacob has a great work ethic. He's had a great year at Santa Fe, and he's gonna continue to lead us this summer.
We'll keep swinging it, Coach. Keep coaching them. Appreciate a few minutes of your time tonight. Mark Hernandez, Jacob Guthrie from the Sharks of the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. Guys, continued success. Appreciate your time tonight.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.